Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to be checking out the new Tamron 17-70mm f2.8 lens, which is a lens for Sony's crop frame camera range. So today I have the Sony A6600, which we'll be using this lens on. So first of all, Dan and I are going to be doing some tests out here in this beautiful location in the soft golden sunlight, and then later on we're going to be heading to a portrait photo shoot where pretty much anything that could go wrong went wrong, such as this giant thunderstorm clouds that came over the afternoon while we were shooting. So I think it'll be kind of fun for you guys to see how this lens performs in these wonderful, lovely conditions, and then also in slightly darker, more challenging conditions as well. So you'll have like a nice range of photos and example images to have a look at from today. So first things first, we're going to start off with our Atmos autofocus test with this lens. During our autofocus test, we did an easy mode with me in the video plus the lens on 17mm, which is the widest, and I felt like it kept up with my movement and was able to focus fast and with ease on the subject. We also tried a hard mode at 70mm, which is the most zoomed in, and Dan with his sunglasses on. While he was moving around, it was still able to track and keep up with his movement. When we tried the lens focusing on my hand when it was close up and then removing it to focus on Dan in the background, you can see that it does take a little bit longer on the 70mm end to get focused than when it's on the wider end. We also tried some autofocus accuracy tests where Dan took 30 photos of me in a row while I was moving around. On the 17mm end, we got 28 out of 30 photos with critical focus. On the 70mm end, the lens struggled a little bit more, but still had a good ratio of 23 out of 30 photos in focus. So since we did the photo shoot in cloudy, overcast conditions, I want to take advantage of this sun, and we're going to try and get a lens flare out of this lens so we can see what it looks like. So I'm going to try taking photos of this branch here. I think we should be able to get something going. Alright, so that's at the widest end, and then I'll also try some at 70mm. I see it. Honestly, it's quite a nice lens flare, and I like that it's way off to the bottom of the photo, both at the widest end and the most zoomed in end as well. It's so windy. Why is it always windy when we're filming? We're gonna check out what the bokeh looks like at a couple of different focal lengths. So I'm gonna start on the widest end. So where will I see the best bokeh? Here. Okay, so I'll start at 17mm, and I'm just focusing on that branch. And then we'll go to 24. The wind is obviously not making this super easy, which is great. Now we'll go to 35. If you're looking at the images as a whole, I really like the bokeh that this lens produces. Even though it's an f2.8, if you have a good distance between your subject and background, you can create some beautiful depth in your photos. If you zoom in to 100%, I notice that the bokeh is a bit dirty at the more zoomed in end of the lens, around 50 to 70mm, with some artifacts in the bokeh, especially around the edges. I feel like the bokeh looks the nicest at 50mm. All right, so that is all the tests that we're doing out here in the beautiful sunshine. Let's head over to our dark and gloomy photo shoot. I hope you guys enjoy. Annie is our beautiful model, Lydia's done hair and makeup, and Dan is still behind the camera filming. I really want to start there with the fluffy, like kind of field area. It looks nice.
This doesn't belong. Okay, fine.
I think it's okay. So I'm getting a shot like just above your knee for this one. I love this location, it's so pretty. You might be thinking I'm being super dramatic about the weather because it's not a perfect day like usual, but there was a literal thunderstorm going on with some light rain, which we unfortunately, I guess, didn't manage to capture the sound of on camera. These look so good. I'm gonna get like a close-up of your face because I'm at 70mm. I feel like this is prime like headshot material here. Despite having to use a slightly higher ISO than usual on the A6600 due to the low light on the day, I felt like the lens was still performing well during our photo shoot. Oh, can you look at me again over your shoulder just there? Yeah. It looks so nice. It's like all sunsetty kind of behind you. I love how we were able to capture focus on Annie's eyes, even with so much of her hair blowing in front of her face. Oh, I love that bit of hair in front of your face. That looks so cool. Do you want to try one with like your arms crossed? Let me get a close up like that. That looks really awesome. Very moody again. All right, awesome. Do you want to do like a crouching shot here in the grass? As you can see in the 100% crop unedited images, while the lens is not as sharp or clear as some of the high-end lenses that I normally use on my channel, for a budget lens made for crop frame cameras, I think it did a great job catching focus and still retaining decent image quality, especially in these tougher conditions. From my experience, I feel like this lens was strongest with autofocus accuracy, sharpness, and image quality, capturing close to mid-length portraits in the mid-range of the lens from around 35 to 60 millimeters. Those ended up being some of my favorite photos from this day. And then we'll go to some like leaning against that tree. Yeah, I think because that's kind of short, we could do like a leaning kind of thing on it. Yeah, kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks so cool. Oh, I like that. On the wider end of the lens, which is something that I find most zoom lenses do, the focus accuracy was a little bit more hit and miss. When it's a hit though, I think the images look so beautiful, such as this landscape orientation close-up against the tree. I like it with that arm bent kind of upwards there, yeah. So we're gonna do a movement shot. I'm gonna take about 20 photos probably, and I'm gonna do it at 35 millimeters. And we'll see how good the autofocus accuracy is and the tracking. Okay, when you're ready. Oh, there's a rock. When you're ready. Overall, I think considering the price point and range that this lens offers, it's a good balance between cost and performance, especially as a casual, everyday use kind of lens. And then I want to do a shot, if you stand just here in like the middle of this, I want to get like a wide shot of like the fields and you and, okay, so I'm at 24. Yeah, that's so nice there. These are really nice. I love your movement. It's super just fun. This 17-70mm on APS-C gives you the full frame equivalent of 25 to 105mm, which is such a versatile focal range to have in one lens. I also love that this lens is light, so again, it would make for a great everyday use lens. Nice, and then I'll get a full body shot. Stand quite far back because I want to shoot it at about 65mm to get really nice compression with the full body shot. I don't want any trees sticking out of the top of our head, so we gotta look out for that. Yeah, I like that little pretend kicking thing, that's cool. So that is all we have for today's review and photo shoot on the new Tamron 17-70mm f2.8. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing those photo examples. Let me know what you think of this lens in the comments below, and also let me know what you thought of this review. Do you like the kind of half and half test that we're doing with Dan and I, and then with a portrait photo shoot? Let me know. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I make new videos every single week, so I will see you all next time. Bye!